Okay, so it's been about 3 or 4 months since I really cleaned out our kitchen pantry. Now, we usually have this bar stool sitting here, and it's even piled up with stuff to go into the pantry. This is some teas I've been testing out. It's really hard to keep it clean for me. I live with 2 boys, and in the summer I live with 3 boys and 1 little girl. But right now, this is what it looks like. It's really embarrassing. Check it out. Let me move this bar stool so I can open the door more. So this is it. I mean, it is just a mess. It's horrible. So I'm going to be cleaning it out today. I can't promise it's going to last. I'm going to show you some different organizational things that I hope will help keep our stuff organized and maybe help you and your family's pantry too, because I can't imagine we're the only ones that have a pantry that looks so crazy. And this right here is just tea. So, I mean, that's a lot of tea. There's so much stuff in here, and I'm going to get busy on this. So, stay tuned and watch the transformation with me. And maybe you'll find some useful tips. Okay, I went to the dollar store. I picked up 2 of these large white bins, 8 of these medium-sized black bins, and 4 of the smaller bins. And I'm going to be using those with some other organizing stuff to get that pantry looking better. Okay, the first thing I did was take everything out, and then I just got finished mopping the floor, and I'll show you everything that was in it. My kitchen is like crazy bad right now, but let me show you. This area is the breakfast area, and this is just everything I grabbed out. Now look at all those cereals. I'm going to go through them, find out which ones we still want, which ones we don't, get rid of a lot that are almost all gone, which there's quite a few of those boxes. Tons of like Hungry Jack and oatmeal. I probably got like 5 or 6 different kinds of oatmeal. There's just all kinds of breakfast stuff. Over here is just the snacks and such. No rhyme or reason to how I've got it stacked, but these are all of our chips. I don't know how many bags of chips we need, but we have a lot of them. This is just tea and coffee, so it looks like it's going to need its own shelf. We've got so much, and I got so much tea that we definitely need to find a better way to store it. And then right on over here, this is just some random stuff that really should be in a different pantry. And then I started putting plastic stuff right up here that I've kept that came out. But the majority of my plastic stuff and everything, including my crock pot, or one of my crock pots, is over here on the table. And some of the stuff is pretty dusty and dirty, so I'm going to have to wash it all up before I get it stored away. I'm not sure where its new home's going to be, but we will find one. So we have lots and lots and lots of stuff to get put back and organized. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing today. So let's get the stuff put right back in just a neater way. Okay, I am basically done. So let me run through what I did. So I wanted everything to kind of be easy for the kids to reach, because they will be here this summer. We have Jackson here now, and I wanted stuff to kind of be easy for them. And I put like the cereal stuff on the main shelf. So I broke down all of our cereal to just this. There's only about 6 different cereals in this bin. You can pull it out, get what you need. In the middle here is like pancake mix, and then a couple of the things we use for breakfast. Over here is mainly more, there's another cereal and more breakfast stuff, and this normally has Pop-Tarts in it. I just need to go to the store. It has oatmeal and just some other breakfast stuff. And then I'll come on down. This is kind of like the snack shelf. I have some chips. I broke down all those chips to just those bags. Some more snacks, including peanut butter, and even more snacks. Really more Jackson stuff back there. And then down on the bottom shelf is more my stuff. There is like the sweet basket, which has cake mixes and puddings and stuff like that. This basket is the pasta basket, so it has all the different kinds of pasta, from everything from rice to spaghetti to macaroni, beef noodles, just pasta. More big boxed items are right here on the side. Then on bottom, I did just put my crock pot back. the Ninja thing my mom got me, and just some other stuff I use. These big jugs I like to use for like Kool-Aid in the summer and stuff, and then always have a fire hydrant thing or a fire extinguisher. And then on this shelf, this is kind of like the coffee and tea shelf. On this side, we have just bagged teas. These are just bagged, so any kind of bagged tea is in here. Then this one is loose teas, and these are just all loose teas. Very handy to have them separated like that. In the middle here, I just have some other stuff. I have my big, cute, let me show you. My, there it is, my cat tumbler, and that's great for loose teas. It's got a strainer. And then there's some more bagged tea that I needed room for back there. And I have some of the iced coffee from Starbucks right here. And in this one is more like coffee items and cocoa and espresso, stuff like that. And then up top, I'm not even going to get them down. Over on this side is baking stuff. So everything from sprinkles to yeast to food coloring, all of that is up in that basket right there. There's some sugar cookie packets right there. These are spices that I don't use that much anymore, but I collected spices for a long time while I was in culinary school. So I have them stored away. And then I just have some loose bags of flour and sugar and brown sugar back towards the back. On the door, I have this rack. It holds those really cute and really good mittens for the oven, and then the little bag holder. So I'm sure my family is absolutely going to die and think that we're starving when they see this, but we do need to get a few things, but it looks much better. The goal is to keep it organized, and that is really what I'm hoping to do. I have more to show you, so just keep watching, and you can see how I kind of just reorganized a few other spots in our kitchen. Stay tuned. Okay, some of the glass items that I didn't really have room for, I put right on up here. As you can see, they're just really nicely put, and they're at the top. On the other side, let me get down and kind of flip around. I'll show you what else I store up there. It comes in real handy. I wish I could just put ivy and stuff, but I have a lot of kitchen stuff, and this just comes around as a really good place to store more stuff. Okay, as you can see along the top of the cabinets, I've even stored more stuff. That's a buffet server, more serving stuff, cookie tins, and more serving stuff. I have a couple more crock pots over here. I have just been using this area to store stuff, just like on the other side where I showed you the glass stuff. This is just more cooking stuff, so I'm just trying to take advantage of the space because I did go to culinary school. I have a mom and a husband who likes to spoil me, and I have a lot of cooking stuff. So in short of storing it out in the garage, this is about the best I'm going to get in this kitchen. So lots of different storage ideas. And this cabinet right here is just liquor. I didn't really organize that. It's just kind of there. And in these cabinets is more wine glasses. So yes, use whatever areas you have in your house for storage. Whatever you can find. This works perfect for us. Okay, I did get this cleaned out. This is kind of like the baking and plastics area. I took a lot of my baking stuff and stored it away. I've got like cookie tins and stuff like bread pans on the top and then plastic on the bottom. On this side, it's just all cooking stuff. Some big casserole pans back here and broiling pans and such. Skillets and pots down on this level. Now, it's not that neat. It could be neater. This lid actually fell. It could be neater, but it is what it is. And this is as plenty neat as it's going to get for me in our house right now. And I got rid of a lot of pans just to get it into one cabinet. So, this is just like everyday stuff. And I thought about buying some of those dividers where you just stack up your cookie trays and all that in. But I didn't really have much room, so I'm just storing the cookie tins or the cookie trays in the oven, and I can just take them out and put them in as I need to. Now, on up to the top, I also kind of organized this a little better. This is just some bigger items that I use on more of a regular basis. And, yeah, nice and neat and easy to move if I have to move. Super easy with the baskets. Now, in this cabinet is usually more spices, and I've had so many spices that I had to store some up in the closet like I just showed you just a few minutes ago. But this is just like everyday spices, stuff I use a lot, and all nice and neat where I can find everything super easy. Okay, on to this area. This is a baker's rack my mom got me a long time ago, and I love it. I don't get to use it exactly the way I want because I don't have a big enough kitchen. So it sits over here. Let me kind of show you in the sunroom. This is where we normally eat dinner, eat breakfast. This is kind of like the spot in our house. We have a dining room, but we don't go in there a whole lot unless we have company. On the side of this, I bought one of these grill things, and I hang my whisk from it. Now, I collect whisk, and I have many more out in the garage boxed up because some of them are like really big, and I saved them from cooking school, and I just don't store them all in here, but I do have some of them. I store other stuff like my sifter and my grater and this amazing like juicer. I love this thing. Underneath you can see where I have some pie plates, maybe like an extra coffee pot. Down here, more big plates, bowls, and such. On this side, I do have the hooks, and I store some of my favorite skillets. These are emerald skillets, and I don't remember where this one came from, but my mom got it for me. This is dog food and cat food, in case you're wondering. And I also made the switch to a big garbage can today. Now, my husband isn't aware of this garbage can yet. He's not going to like it either. We have the kind with the little, you press on it and it opens, and we also had a big white kind. Well, neither of them are, you know, it kind of sat here. It would always fill up. We would take the bag out and just kind of plop the bag on the floor and finish filling the bag up and then haul it outside, and it just was a pain. And we have too many pets, too many kids, too many family members, and too much garbage to have anything smaller than this right now. I would love it if, like, Scott and I were retired and we didn't have to have such a big garbage can, but we really do need it. And the little garbage cans just don't work for us. They're always running over, and I just hate it. So today I got a new garbage can. I know it's huge. Here's like the proportion. I know it's big, and I know that it's not glamorous at all, but I think it's better. It holds more. It's really big. I got a big bag in it. See that Coke box? It's huge. It's got a lid, but if I'm busy really doing a lot of cooking, I'll probably take the lid off so I don't have to like have dirty hands trying to get into the trash can. But for the most part, it works great. Now, you know, I'm not going to show you my whole kitchen right now, but that's basically what it is. There's not a ton of storage in here. That door right there leads to the dining room, which, you know, we leave open a lot, but right now it's closed. That's the pantry. And there's just not that much room in this kitchen. That's why, again, I'm storing stuff at the tops. Over here in the sunroom, I'm just doing everything I can to make more room. So, again, this trash can's new. I'm probably going to hear it. But like I said, there's too much trash happening in our house not to have such a big trash can. And again, I like the lid's on it most of the time. And those are my changes. I really hope they stay this way. Let's go back to the pantry real quick. So now you know some of the ways I'm organizing in my kitchen. I would love to see how you're organizing your stuff in your own kitchens. Any inspiration would be very helpful. Keeping it clean is the hardest part for us, and I really believe that these baskets are going to make all the difference. Because, I mean, how can you really mess up the baskets? Take stuff out, put stuff back. It all has a home, and hopefully my family takes to the change really well. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. I'll talk to you guys really soon. Shoot me your ideas on organizing your kitchen. I'd love to hear from you. Bye-bye.